Students, teachers, parents, and families, welcome to our 2020 EOC Virtual Commencement. I am Dennis Dietz, the Director at EOC. Tonight, we celebrate our seniors graduating from Summit View, Raincross, the COPE program, High Tech, High Touch, and the Riverside Virtual School. Because of the global situation with COVID-19, our celebration takes a novel turn this evening. In a minute, you will hear the Star Spangled Banner sung by RVS sophomore, Quinn Velez Pollard, followed by a presentation from our school board. We have 3 student speakers tonight: Jordan Kaiser from Raincross, Gurner Singh from Summit View, and Lauren Gomer from RVS. After our speakers, we will present our graduating class of 2020. All graduates have met the qualifications set forth by the state of California and have satisfied the graduation requirements established by the Riverside Unified School Board of Education. Our superintendent, Dr. Hanson, will close our ceremony tonight. We hope you enjoy this first ever virtual commencement celebrating the class of 2020. Congratulations to our graduates, and now our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, or so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening, class of 2020, families and friends. You are graduating in a most unique time in our history, and that means that your place in the timeline is unique. The world has thrown you a curveball, and you're about to show them what you are made of. You are part of a generation of students who will succeed no matter what. You are strong. Good luck, class of 2020.
There is wisdom found in the 13th century phrase, "This too shall pass." Class of 2020, you are familiar with the disappointments caused by this disruption of COVID-19. While life is a journey of peaks and valleys, the point is to enjoy the journey, both the mountain tops and the valleys. Your Board of Education shares the sting of these disappointments you're experiencing. Yet we balance this with our immense pride in your personal achievement, one of life's most important, attaining your high school degree. And soon, going out in the world as young adults, intelligent and prepared.
Right now, the world is in crisis, a crisis with real and challenging repercussions, like not being able to celebrate today the way you would like to. But like generations before you, it is precisely these kinds of challenges that help you grow and will assist you in becoming who you'll be 10, 20, even 30 years from now, teaching you the ability to handle change and disappointment. And you are all the more stronger for it.
All of the experiences each of you shared throughout your education matter. We take this time to cherish those memories with the ones we love, no matter where we are. Graduation represents an opportunity for you to begin realizing the possibilities on how your generation can define the meaningful impact left on this world. That legacy of determination and compassion will ultimately transcend the circumstances that we all share with the class of 2020.
Our community joins those across the globe in our response to this pandemic that has halted our traditional way of life, including the ability to come together and celebrate and recognize your accomplishments and goals. And while for now we can't physically be with one another, we can still celebrate your achievements and milestones virtually today. We certainly understand and empathize that this isn't the ceremony you expected, and that it is no doubt an unbefitting substitute. Class of 2020, know that in spite of these circumstances, the lack of a traditional ceremony in no way diminishes the amount of pride, gratitude, and hope your community has in each of you.
You are the future.
You are prepared.
You are strong.
You are determined.
You are resilient.
My name is Jordan Leatrice Trinity B.C. Kaiser, and I am proud to say that my high school experience has been colorful. I started out thinking that I was going to understand how to get through school, and I quickly realized I didn't. With all the work I had coming in from my many classes, overwhelmed me a lot. My first year of high school, I wanted to try everything, from ROTC to cheer to mock trial. I never actually found what I wanted to do or what I wanted to learn. I spent a lot of my time at home feeling alone when most times I wasn't. I missed out on all the dances, most of the sports events, and many memories. But I want to tell you today that I don't regret anything. During my sophomore year, I was told I had type 2 diabetes, and being 15 with diabetes sucks. This meant I couldn't eat like everyone else. No more school lunches for me. This is really depressing news, but I saw it coming. What I didn't see coming was the passing of my grandmother in May 2018. She was a big part of my life, having always been there, and her passing made it hard to go to school and hard to take care of my health. On the last day of school my sophomore year, my other grandmother passed away, giving my start to junior year a bad entrance. I was ready to give up as soon as it started, and then I heard about EOC and what they had to offer. They told me I'd be able to work from home, and I was on board. Little did I know, I did not have the self-control I thought I did. I transferred to Summit View toward the middle of my junior year and by the end did not have enough credits to be considered a senior. When I started at Raincross my senior year, I was scared. I didn't know anyone, and I didn't know what to expect from my teachers. As time went on, I started to create bonds with my teachers and classmates. I began to want to be in class more because of the motivation from not only my teachers, but my peers as well. I want to say a personal thank you to all the teachers at EOC. Through all the hard work, they encouraged me to continue doing even when I didn't want to or felt like I couldn't. They helped me by pushing me to my limits and showing me the outcome of putting in hard work. I want to also thank my advisory class and those 2 hours every day. They truly meant the world. I cannot say it enough, but you have truly made my senior year the best year of high school. I honestly didn't ever think that I'd be able to speak at my graduation. I'm no valedictorian, but it's truly a blessing, so thank you. I also want to say a thank you to all the staff who wrote me late passes and answered my 1,000,001 questions about colleges and signing up for stuff. I want to thank my parents and all the parents who stuck by their children as they worked towards a better education. And most importantly, I want to thank God for allowing me to have the courage to keep going, even when I felt like it was too hard or too sad. Thank you to everyone who I ever crossed paths with. I hope you all continue to shine on those around you like you have on me. As I go on to what God has planned for my life, whether it be furthering my education at CBU, RCC, or a trade, I want to leave you with a scripture. For where your treasure is, so will your heart be also. Matthew 6:21. I want to say congratulations on being part of the graduating class of 2020. And like I heard in a song, you just graduated. Put your hands up, cause you made it.
An incredibly good afternoon to my family, friends, and my fellow graduates. It is my honor today to deliver the commencement address for this incredible student body. Before beginning, I want to express my sincere gratitude and respect to all healthcare workers who are working tirelessly by risking their own lives or helping millions of lives around the globe. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see light. We are in this together. Napoleon Bonaparte once said that the impossible is a word to be found in the dictionary of fools. Well, if that is true, then I'm considering myself a fool. The journey to all these school years seemed never ending, and I always wondered, 15 years? No way, it is impossible. I'm going to opt out. Nevertheless, parents for sure know what is best for their child. They never considered my argument. Well, all is well if it ends well. We can say at last we made it. I was born and raised in India. When we think of India, the land of festivals, spices, Taj Mahal, and many other things come to mind. Well, it is kind of true. Despite of being studying in a Catholic school, almost a month was consumed for school vacations due to festivities like Diwali, Christmas, Vaisakhi, and many others. Such vacancies were only relief a student can expect from brutal studies. Often summer vacation was marked by brutal projects which almost every subject teachers enforced as so-called internal assessment. Subjects included almost everything, and it was made sure that no subject is left behind, which resulted in subject tally to reach a dozen. Every student, in addition to above subjects, was required to be a trilingual in English, Punjabi, and Hindi. Everything seemed impossible, running from one tuition of math to other of physics and chemistry after school hours. In my senior high, we decided to move to states to my grandparents. Summitview was recommended to me by my study counselor as I was in my mid-senior year and my grades were yet to be translated. I feared that transition of educational systems would be tough and it would take months to adjust to a new environment. But all my worries were in vain. It turned out the only thing I missed was spicy vegan food. I found American education system more practical than Indian education system. Sports and extracurricular activities are given equal importance as studies. Students are not given heavy and tough syllabus, which makes it possible to focus on extracurricular activities like community services, projects, field trips, etc. Lesser workload and better distribution of syllabus helped me focus on my primary goal of neuroscience, which would not have been possible under stressful and high-pressure conditions of India. I was able to work on my own pace and understanding. The outcome was I scored all straight A's in every test I had given. I want to thank EOC for believing in me and giving me the opportunity to prove myself and enhance myself to full potential. I think no other school would have been a better transition of study pattern than EOC and Summitview. Many of the students have ambitions right from the beginning about what they want to become in life. Well, in my case, ambitions had their time. In my elementary and middle school, I wanted to become astronaut to know more about universe, stars, planets. But the aspiration to become an astronaut was soon butchered by physics, which I kind of share a bad history. But like most boys of my age, a love of charts soon turned to a love of cricket, a game not played much in states. But unlike states, school in India is not about sports. It's about doing well in exams, to which any typical Indian school would prefer over any amount of success in sports. It was not until recent years I considered myself becoming a doctor, partially because I fell in love with biology and living sciences. The death of my grandfather really put me on the bad foot. He was one of the most cheerful people I ever met. He believed in me more than anyone. My grandfather's death was the moment that was most depressing and hardest I had to overcome. He suffered from Wegener's disease, a type of autoimmune disease that affects whole of the body and nervous system, and turned antibodies against own body, about which extraordinarily little is known to the scientific world. The incident completely changed my life. I became determined to find a cure for such diseases and conditions which are little known and have no cure. Because most of the autoimmune diseases affect nervous system, I decided to pursue my career in neurosurgery and spinal research. It is true that a teacher can inspire hope, ignite imagination, and instill a love of learning. The guidance of outstanding teachers of EOC and Summit View helped me to achieve enormous success in all subjects. The outstanding teaching staff of Summit View, to which I owe my success, are one of the gentlest, kindest, politest, and most understanding of the people I met. I will always remember 5 tests a day 2-hour sessions of ours on Monday. You are the stars and guardian angels to all of your students. Thank you for guiding me and my fellow graduates towards perfection. I have currently enrolled to RCC's Honors Program. I am pursuing Associate's degree in Maths and Science and Associates in Biology for transfer to UCLA and as biology majors after 2 years of RCC. For med school, I plan to attend Harvard Med School because of the neurosurgery residency programs and researches offered by Harvard. After residency, I want to come back to Riverside to practice medicine and experience the privilege of serving my community. I am certain that many of my fellow graduates have faced tough situations in their journey from kindergarten to high school. Some of us even have experienced toughest of the situation with the show of utmost bravery and struggle. But now, we have successfully overcome all the hurdles and reached the treasure, a treasure that can never be stolen, treasure of education. For completing successful 15 years of school, I want to congratulate my fellows. I also want to give an ovation to RUSD and EOC family who made graduation ceremony possible and turned virtuality into reality. Today, we can finally say, mission accomplished, chapter closed.
Hi everyone. I know none of us expected this is how our senior year would end. We went to school and we didn't think that was going to be the last time we saw our teachers and some of our friends. Writing this speech was hard because I've dreamed of this moment since sophomore year. I used to fall asleep planning my valedictorian speech, and I thought that dream was never going to happen because I figured out last year I was never going to be the valedictorian. Even though I'm not number 1 or even number 2, I'm so incredibly honored that I was asked to speak. This school truly means so much to me. My freshman year was difficult. I started high school at one of the big RUSD schools, and I did what most high schoolers do. I joined clubs. I was a part of the mock trial team, ASB freshman activities director, and I participated in the school musical. I thought that being involved in all these activities would make me happy, but I wasn't. I would lay awake every night dreading having to function the next day. On the way to school, I would get stomach aches, and not a day went by when I didn't text my mom telling her I felt sick. I went to many doctors trying to figure out what was wrong with me. Finally, after multiple blood tests and ultrasounds, a gastroenterologist diagnosed me with IBS and a possible anxiety disorder. I became a shell of the outgoing girl I was. I quit the mock trial team because I couldn't go to a competition without getting sick. I cried every night, and if you knew me, I'm not someone who cries. I started going to a psychologist who confirmed that I did have a severe case of general anxiety disorder. I was asked all these questions about school and what I was feeling. In my head, I was an awful student who couldn't handle honors classes because I wasn't smart enough. With therapy, she prescribed medication, which my mom was not cool with because she grew up in a society that frowned upon that kind of thing. The doctor convinced my mom to let me try them because sometimes people need help, and I was definitely one of those people. Now, my mom is the biggest advocate for getting help with your mental health. I'm so grateful for the medication because my anxiety manifested in chronic stomach issues. There wasn't a second of the day I wasn't in pain. I was tired of being in pain all the time and I became suicidal. If I hadn't gotten help, I don't think I would be here giving this speech in my bedroom. I transferred to RVS around the same time I started taking my medication. Miss McAllister was my advisory teacher and has been since. She made sure all my classes were on the same day because I was still having issues being outside my house without having an anxiety attack. This school saved me. It provided me with the ability to work on my mental health and still do schoolwork. My teachers understood my issues and worked with me. Now, if you're like me, then you had great relationships with your teachers. I tend to be someone who asks a lot of questions. Before RVS, my teachers would put a limit on how many questions I could ask per class, which is totally understandable because they have 30 students and they have to try and teach them in an hour. But at RVS, my teachers encouraged me to ask questions. I want to thank all of them so much because I know how annoying I can be since I'm stressed all the time. I don't know how any of you had enough patience to not tell me to shut up. Miss Hunting especially. Math is a difficult subject to teach in general. Now add a blonde girl who asks 20 questions a minute and also needs you to hold her hand while she does a problem. I have something that Miss Hunting and I like to call insecure learning. I know how to do everything, but I need constant confirmation that I am indeed doing it correctly. So thank you for not getting irritated with me. Now to Miss Phillips, who had to deal with me as well. Thank you for explaining everything all the time, because I can never tell if what we read was supposed to be taken literally or figuratively. You da bomb. Junior year, I had anatomy with Mr. Stroud, and I used to walk into 702 with some made-up health scenario to ask him about, and honestly, he could have concocted some fictional response and I would have believed him. With that in mind, this one's for you, Mr. Stroud. When you break a bone, it heals by regeneration. So in theory, if I took a tibia, sliced it in half, and placed one half back inside the body, would the body regenerate the part of the bone that is missing? If you could email me your thoughts when you hear this, it would be much appreciated. Anyway, every teacher I had at this school has gone out of their way to help me succeed, even when I've been annoying them with my pestering. If this were in person, I would ask every teacher who has received at least 5 emails in a day from me to raise their hand. But obviously this is pre-recorded, and in reality I'm talking to myself wearing a cap and gown that definitely doesn't have pajamas underneath it. This school helped me realize who I am. Someone who is intelligent, ambitious, and a little socially awkward. These last 4 years have taught me so much about myself and life. I'm really sad that it ended with a pandemic. This was my last chance to go to prom, and last year I wasn't mentally ready to be in a big group of people dancing to loud music. This year was going to be different. For the most part, I succeeded in making it amazing. After sitting in my house and barely going out for 3 years, I decided to audition to play Rapunzel in the musical Into the Woods. I've never been more scared in my life than when I woke up to a phone call from my mother crying hysterically telling me that I got The Baker's Wife. And for all the people who don't know musicals, that's one of the leads, and I originally auditioned for a secondary role. I am finally starting to feel like my outgoing self again, and a big part of that goes to my family, but especially my mother. She stopped what she was doing my freshman year to help me. She got a job that allowed her to drive me to RVS and leave if I needed to be picked up because I wasn't feeling well. She even slept in her car when I first started at RVS to give me peace of mind. She never pushed me to go out and do anything I wasn't ready to do. She's my best friend. I also want to thank my dad who took over as my chauffeur this year and drove me wherever I needed to go during the day. I'm really going to miss this school, and I hope everyone celebrates their accomplishments safely. Thank you.
Josiah Aaron. Sudaba Abdul. Damian Acuna Meister. Lionel Adame. Emily Augusta.
I'd like
like to thank my amazing teacher, Miss Swick, for her constant support, and of course for always playing the Beatles in her classroom, and to my family, who are my entire motivation.
Jorge Luis Aguilar Diaz. Anthony Aguilar Sierra. Lucas Aguirre. Timothy Alanya. Adela Albaran. Megan Alleg. Kira Anderson. Patricia Andrews. Rochelle Aronson. Marissa Araga Ibarra. Yasmin Arroyo. Jaden Atwood. Jose Aviles Osorio.
Jordan B.C. Kaiser.
Adrian Bahena Arellano. Joshua Bias. Jamie Balanis. Caleb Baltazar. Araceli Barragan.
To my friends and family who supported me this year, I appreciate you guys.
Josue Barrios Lara. Zachary Bankson.
Emily Benitez.
Congratulations to everyone. I just wanted to say thank you to Ms. Clemens, Ms. Pope, and my family and friends for their support in helping me become class of 2020.
Monica Bocanegra.
Joshua Bolje.
Autumn Boggs.
Skylar Boucher. Savannah Breed.
Rick Briones. Shane Brownell.
I just want to thank my family, my friends, and everybody that got me through high school.
Dana Butler.
Sarah Callanan.
Just want to say thank you to my family, especially to Aria and Wyatt.
Andrea Camacho. Madison Canaday.
Abigail Cardenas.
Samuel Carrera. Ruby Castellanos. Serena Castillejo. Anthony Sobrero. Christopher Cervantes. Carson Cheadle, Kaylee Chesworth, Aaron Chisnell, Yasmin Cypress, Andy Clayton, Daniel Kokan,
Natasha Cole,
Diamond Collins, Kevin Collins,
I want to give a shout out to my grandma, my pops, Tammy, and everybody at EOC for never giving up on me. Class of 2020, woo woo!
Joshua Conway, Stephanie Corona, Jasmine Cortez, Joshua Cortez Barreda,
My name is Joshua Cortez. I just want to thank my family, friends, and teachers for helping me graduate.
Carla Cortez, Jose Coyote,
My name is Jose Coyote. I want to give a shout out to my mom, my dad, and I want to thank my teachers and friends. Let's go, class of 2020.
Matthew Crow,
I want to thank my mom, Coach Ermer, and Mr. McKinney for helping me get through high school.
John Cruz, Andrew Cruz, Ariana Cruz, Manuel Cruz Banda, Brooke Dashnaw, James Davis,
I'd like to thank everyone, including Ms. Pampa and Ms. Herman, for all the effort they've contributed toward my education.
Gavin Davis, Luis De La Torre, Rochelle Diaz,
I wanted to say congratulations to the class of 2020. We finally did it, you know. Thank you, family. Thank you, teachers, and thank you, friends.
Andy Diaz, Anthony Dioniccio, Karen Duarte Cuevas, Sean Dunnigan,
Nicholas Durbin,
Kyle Eisenbarth, Elizabeth Enriquez Padilla, Larissa Espinoza, Salvador Espinoza Trujillo, Aaron Esters, Lillian Evett, Braxton Farr,
Thank you to my sister, Miss Hightower, and everyone that's helped me get this far.
Brian Fernandez,
Thank you, teachers. Thank you, family, for the support. Class of 2020.
Viviana Fernandez. Malachi Ferret.
Congratulations, class of 2020. I'd like to say thank you to my friends, my family, and all the staff who helped support me through this long adventure. I appreciate it to everybody.
Joseph Fiamengo. Roman Figueroa. Alexandria Fornelli. Carissa Franco.
Thank you for my teacher, family, and friends for the constant support.
Robert Galindo.
I want to give a big shout out to Ms. Bullock and Coach Josh for always being there for me, helping me, and then for my mom for not giving up for me.
Jose Garcia.
I want to give a good thanks to my family, my girlfriend Julie, my boy T1 Cook, and Xavier.
Adriana Garcia. Jason Garver. Nathan Gatcomb. Lauren Gaumer.
I want to thank my friends and family, and next year I'll be going to CBU and majoring in biomedical science in hopes of becoming a pathologist.
Matthew Gonzalez. Richard Gonzalez. Aileen Gonzalez. Andrea Gonzalez. Delaney Gonzalez. Mayanin Gonzalez. Emmanuel Gonzalez. Alexi Gonzalez. Evan Gonzalez. Brian Gonzalez. Kendrick Goodman. Aubrey Gordon.
Hi everyone, I would like to thank all my fellow classmates and teachers for the last 4 years at RVS. It's been so amazing. I'm so excited to spend college at Virginia State University.
Ryan Gorman. Alexa Govia. Isaiah Graham. Sade Green. Alan Gutierrez Hernandez.
I want to give a shout out to Mama Bullock, to everybody else in the class, for my mom watching over me, and my mom on my side, and everybody else for the support. Thank you very much.
Sergio Guzman.
I'd like to thank Ms. Rachel for being the greatest teacher and my family and friends who also supported me.
Jack Hacker. Roxanne Halkin. Aiden Haynes. Tamara Harris. Hazel Hedgecoke. Alexis Hernandez. Miguel Herrera. Alexis Hoy. Chloe Hughes.
I just want to thank my family, my friends, and my teachers for always pushing me to do better, and I couldn't have done this without them. Congratulations to everyone.
Seth Hines. Yasmin Islas Gonzalez.
Okay, now go.
Angel Isguera. Bryce James.
I'd like to shout out my parents and my grandparents. Also shout out all my friends for sticking with me throughout the whole school year.
Jared Jones. Emily Kane. Melissa Keeney.
Yay! I would like to shout out Miss Rachel, my mother, my grandfather, Miss McAllister, and Miss Talamontes. You guys all got me here today. Thank you!
Ahmed Khatib. Taylor Kruger. Brianna Lackey. Bowden Lang. Noah Lurstad. Brandy Lesher. Cade Leffler. Gonzalo Lopez. Victoria Lopez.
I'm proud to say that I'm part of the class of 2020, graduating from Riverside Virtual High School. Thank you to all the teachers and your constant support.
Denise Lukesh. Anthony Lusk.
I would like to thank my friends, my family, and my counselors, and my teachers for not giving up on me. Thank you.
Robert Magana. Asofafatai Mamea. Donovan Mancinas.
Hey class of 2020, I'm glad that y'all made it, and I did too.
Jameson Manning. Benjamin Margolis. Brianna Markham. Jasmine Marquez. Aaron Marshall. Julian Martinez.
Julian Martinez, class of 2020, Summerview High School.
Hannah Martinez. Aiden Martinez. Roy Martinez. Trent McCool. Hayden Meyer.
I want to thank my family, my teachers, and friends for pushing me to graduate.
Kevin Melendres, Guadalupe Mendez, Vinely Mendieta,
To my family and friends, thank you for helping me get here, but mainly my daughter. I couldn't have done it without you. Congratulations, class of 2020. We made it.
Audrey Mendoza,
I want to shout out my favorite teachers, Stroud, Phillips, and McAllister. Thank you for the amazing experience.
Patrick Miclia, Vea Miller, Reese Miranda, Jose Miranda Burnell,
I want to thank Ms. Clemens, Ms. Rachel, and Mr. Hill for helping me out through this journey. Go 2020!
Calia Monforte, Garrett Monson, Zane Montgomery, Jada Moore, Etienne Morgan, Destiny Moriel, Justin Morris, Makai Moses,
I want to thank my mom, all my grandparents, my brother Soup, my sister Milan, aunts, uncles, and everybody that's helped me along the way. Thank you.
Sarah Mossberg, Riley Mullins,
Thank you, everyone.
Bryant Nava, Alyssa Navarro, Ralph Julian Navarro, Cody Neal, Ramses Nelson, Vanessa Nuno, David Ocampo,
I just wanted to thank my teachers, my family, and most of all, my mother, that I love very much.
Joseph Odell, Tristan Oliver, Mandy Orona, Daisy Ortiz, Joshua Pasillas, Mia Pasillas,
Nathan Pena, Daniel Pena, Brianna Perez,
Abigail Perez, Abraham Perez, Giselle Perez Bernal, Alina Pineda, Jasmine Pineda, Paula Pinzon. Faith Piper. Samantha Plata Lara.
Thank you to my family and for my teacher for always showing their support through it all.
Bradley Porter. Paris Perzicki. Univa Ramirez. Jaden Ramirez.
Thanks for your support, Mom and Dad.
Yesenia Ramirez Trejo. Benjamin Ramos. Shiley Rangel.
Hi, my name is Shaylee Rangel and I want to thank my family, especially my parents, for helping me get where I am today.
Madeline Rankin.
Hello, my name is Madeline Rankin, and I will be going to RCC in hopes to going in the nursing program. Big shout out to my family and my counselor, Miss Wright.
Carly Ratcliffe. Angela Renteria.
Mia Reveles.
Liliana Reyes. Angelica Riggio.
So proud of myself for graduating a year and a half early. Can't wait to walk the real.
Victoria Rivera. Autumn Rivera. Madeline Robitaille. Raul Rodriguez. Alexandria Rodriguez.
I would like to thank my teachers, Miss Tara and Miss Holmes, for always motivating me to never give up. I appreciate it more than you guys will ever know.
Brianna Rodriguez. Nathan Rodriguez. Avina Romero. Philip Rosas. Rosemary Rowe.
In the fall, I'm heading to CBU and I will be studying nursing, and I'm really excited.
Jonathan Roybal.
I would personally like to shout out all of EOC, Poly High School, all my friends and family.
Demetrius Russell Haskins. Angela Salcedo. John Sandoval. Juan Sandoval. Jenna Santos. Ethan Saxton Rinaldo.
I want to thank my friends, my family, and Saunders Youth Charge Academy for making my graduation possible the year 2020.
Benjamin Scott. Nicholas Sagara. Adam Serrano. Gurnur Singh. Trevion Smith.
Hi, my name is Trevion Smith, and I'd like to thank my family and my teachers for motivating me and helping me get to this point in my life to graduate. Thank you.
Danielle Solis.
Congratulations, class of 2020. We did it. I would like to thank my family for being my biggest support system through my high school years.
Grecia Sotelo. Zachary Steingun.
12 years. 12 years. I'm glad it's over. Happy graduation 2020.
Jordan Stromwasser. Ty Stutzman. Kyle Swartz. James Sweet. Michaela Swinney.
I'd like to thank Miss Wick and Miss Wright for helping me throughout my senior year and for my parents always supporting me, and congratulations, class of 2020.
Shanur Tarar. Risha Tariq.
Thank you to all my teachers, my friends, and of course my parents.
Leslie Terrazas Rodriguez. Chelsea Terrell.
Hello, my name is Chelsea Terrell, and I'm officially a graduate of 2020. I'd like to thank my teachers, obviously, and my friends and families, and just everybody who's been through this journey with me. Thank you.
Juliet Thoyer.
Rashid Thompson. Aviana Torres. Jana Danielle Torres. Alexander Torres. Javier Torres Gomez.
These are all my teachers that helped me and my family that supported me.
Cameron Trouth.
I would just like to thank my parents, my family and friends, and my classmates, and the whole staff at Riverside Virtual School.
Benicio Trejo.
Jessica Ugarte. Valerie Ulloa. Andrea Valencia. Hannah Valenzuela.
Thank you to everyone who helped me graduate.
Alessandra van der Westhuizen. Crystal Vega. Vanessa Vega. Ramon Vega.
Hello everybody, I would like to thank my friends, families, and teachers. Thank you for helping me through this journey. Appreciate you. Thank you. Bye.
Osvaldo Vicente Sanchez. Melissa Villa. Christian Villagomez. Annalise Wagoner.
I want to shout out my mom, my dad, my mom and my papa, and my Victorville family, especially Nancy, my Aunt Heidi. I hope it made you guys proud.
Sandra Walton.
I would like to thank my mom, my teacher, Ms. Reynolds, my grandma Carol, Auntie Dolo, and my counselor, Ms. Wright, for helping me graduate class of 2020. I made it.
Jack Waterland. Patricia Weathersby. Mariah White. Elizabeth Williams.
Not only would I like to thank my family, but also all the teachers I've had for the past 6 years in both RVS and Summit View that have given me the skills I need.
Nautica Williamson. Tawny Young. Eden Young. Aaron Isais. Josiah Zamora. Alexis Zamorano. Nicole Zuniga.
Haley Ellis. Alexis Guadarrama. William Carnell.
I'm William Carnell. This is my car, and this is my cat.
To the class of 2020, once again, congratulations. This has been a wonderful and historic graduation ceremony. To bring closure to our time together this evening, I want to give one last final thought by sharing a story about an amazing man named Charlie. Charles Steinmetz, or Charlie, was born in Prussia on April 9th, 1865. He was born with severe physical challenges and grew to be only 4 foot 3 inches tall and was severely hunched over. In 1888, he immigrated to America and was almost turned away at Ellis Island because of his physical deformities. Mentally, however, Charlie was gifted, Albert Einstein gifted. By 1913, he had 63 patents and had written several textbooks on topics like transformers, induction motors, alternators, and rotary converters. His classic publications and many patents cemented his claim as the father of electrical engineering. He went on to work for General Electric Company, GE, as we call it, and not surprisingly, his sheer genius made him a priceless asset, allowing him to quickly progress up the corporate ladder. Charlie worked with GE until he retired in 1902. But GE still frequently asked him to come back as a consultant. Matter of fact, one time the GE engineers were faced with a very complex problem that couldn't be solved, they thought. And so they asked Charlie for his help. Well, he came back, worked tirelessly, and traced the problem to a faulty part and marked it with a large X, leaving directions on how to fix it. Charlie then submitted a bill for his work for a whopping $10,000. It shocked the GE managers, who then required him to turn in an itemized invoice for such a huge bill. So Charlie sent back his itemized invoice with $1 for the chalk used to mark the X and $9,999 for knowing exactly where to place the mark. I love the story of Charles Steinmetz. Now, here in RUSD, we've been creating the next generation of Charlies. Women and men who have great minds, are independent thinkers, who can be trusted, who have courage, wisdom, and the ability to overcome life's many challenges and afflictions. As each of you transition into your future, it'll be your responsibility to be the leaders, the individuals that have learned so keenly from this time. As we remember the year 2020 when the world shut down. As adults, you will be the ones who embody the attributes of empathy, creativity, compassion, and the renewed understanding of the importance and gift of community. Take the lessons that you have learned and the attributes which are deeply instilled within you and go out and work tirelessly with the greater community to solve the many profound challenges that we face today, some which people think we can't solve. Challenges such as hunger, homelessness, racism, inequity, school shootings, or bullying. Go out and hope against hope. Be the one who believes when it's not likely to believe, and mark down a large X for everyone to see, showing others where the real problem is and how to fix it. Bless each of you in your journey.